mega happy Monday. Today we have a special show. This is the Comic Crusaders podcast, and today we're covering something very cool, some tech, some technology out here. We have a creator here that could definitely help podcasters because it's kind of his mission statement here. He creates apps, websites. Let me introduce the homie from Custom Mobile App, the one and only John Lee. What's up, brother?
Hey, Al. Thanks for having me.
How you doing? I'm so loud and bugsy. You're like so low. Hey, what's up? Very cool. What's going on, brother? How are you today? Thanks for joining us, man, and sharing the knowledge that is the amazing custommobile.app website and everything that you're doing. So what's up, John? How's the day going? Where are you hailing from right now? Where are you calling from?
I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
How's the weather out there, brother? Because over here, I'm already starting to sweat. It's about to hit 90s in Florida.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's getting warmer here. I think our highs are going to be somewhere in the 60s today. So just, getting sunnier.
Still. I miss the cold. I'll tell you that much, bro. For real. I'm an OG New Yorker, up norther. This is all new experiences for me down here.
Oh, cool. How long you been in Florida?
Only a year and change now. And with COVID, I didn't get to experience Florida up until my family visited a couple of weeks ago, and we actually got to finally get out the house a bit,
Okay, yeah, cool. I'm from New York City originally too. We moved here 2 years ago for a new job.
Okay.
I was in Kew Gardens in Queens.
Oh, word. Okay, right before I moved, I was in Long Island City.
Okay. Yeah.
We're right there. 7 train, kiddo. Yeah, man. All right. So, John, a little background about yourself, because you reached out to the Podcasters Directory, which is a great resource to connect with, podcast community, and taking a look at your website, custommobile.app. You're creating some pretty cool stuff here, man. And I mean, very reasonably priced compared to competition, for real. And I mean, it seems you really do bring a value to it. So a bit about yourself, like how did you get into this whole world, and why is it that you want to kind of help podcasters grasp, do this a little bit more than most?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a hardcore podcast fan, listener. I listen to podcasts pretty much as the main way I listen to content. I don't really watch anything anymore or read very much, but I listen to a lot of content when I'm working out, when I'm getting my chores done. And a couple of years ago, I wanted to start my own business. So it's been a couple of years since I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I, 3 years ago, I started trying to build my own social podcast app. So that was the beginning of the journey. I spent a lot of money, hired an agency to build an app for myself that would integrate social media into the podcast listening experience. I worked on that for quite a while, and drained all the money I had into it because that was like the dream.
Of course.
But things change. I saw apps like that come and go, and I realized that this is not going to work as a product, and it's probably not going to work as a business. So I had to come to a hard decision last year. I was like, okay, well, how do I turn this into a business that might work, that might provide for the family eventually, and maybe I can do it full time. So around COVID last year, I got the idea, we have this technology. It's not going to work by itself, but maybe, podcasters can have their own app. Maybe Comic Crusader can have its own app in addition to the website, where they can own that direct channel to their listeners. They can deliver content, but also control the entire user experience and draw their listeners down that marketing funnel to do whatever they wanted them to do, whether that be sign up for a newsletter, buy merchandise, become a patron, whatever that call to action is. If you can get some of your listeners to download your app, you have so much more control over that relationship. Whereas if your content's just going out through Spotify, Apple Podcasts, these third-party apps, you're delivering content, but there's no way for them to interact with you and no way for you to nurture that relationship. If you get them onto your web, go ahead.
No, seriously. So your whole joint here is a one-stop shop. So once you create the app, is everything easily integratable, like a Patreon, a shop, and all that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the way that I view the app is it's your website. So up until now, building a website is cheap and it's easy. If I have an idea for a new business, I can make a website in a day. It's that cheap and accessible. But making a mobile app hasn't been that way up until now. It's too expensive, right? It's very difficult technically, and you've got to manage developers. It's just not reasonable for an independent content creator to make their own app. But I think we're the first agency of its kind that's made it possible for a podcaster now to own their own mobile app. We've made it as cheap as having a website. And so the purpose of it is the same as the website. It's you want to own your relationship with your listeners. You want them to land on your website, consume more content, maybe see different kinds of content, but ultimately become a customer or become a patron or a supporter or a member. You want them to take that call to action. They can only do that on your website. So having a mobile app is just like that. You can get the front door to your shop or your studio right into the pockets of your listeners. Some of your listeners, not all of them, but the ones that are really engaged, if you give them a good reason, they'll download your app. And then the business value of that is huge because you can nurture that friendship and you can turn that listener into a customer much, much more easily than trying to call them to your website from Apple Podcasts or call them to your website from an app like Spotify or Google.
Yes.
These are your people.
I understand. The world is mobile nowadays. So, I mean, why not? It's much more convenient for them to actually just have an app, press a button, and voila, there's everything. As opposed to, all right, what website? Where do I got to go? People are getting lazy. Their fingers are getting fat, too. They don't want to type anymore, They just want to.
Absolutely. And people don't
want.
It's
the Judson days.
And like me, too, I don't want an app for everything on my phone. The only apps I have on my phone are the ones I really need and the ones I care about. So kind of an idea I've been thinking about lately is people will come for your content, but they'll stay for the community. And if your app is a way to connect with the community of the other listeners of the show and also have access to the host in a way that they can't get anywhere else, maybe like a DM, we have a chat feature.
Oh, really? That's about to ask. So wait, because you're talking about, engaging the community via the app. And I'm thinking, all right, so how so? So you have in-house built-in chat features?
Yeah, we've got social features. On the business tier. So you can have a social feed. Listeners can be posting just like on Twitter or anywhere else.
On your own joint, really?
Ooh. It's your community. It's a way to build your listener base inside the app. And so, as a business person, and I think podcasters are business people, it just makes a huge amount of business sense to own your community, own that relationship with your listeners, and give them a reason to keep that app on their phone, not only for new content, but to build friendships. That's ultimately going to mean a more sustainable business because you can convert friends to being financial supporters or customers down the line. So that's the purpose of having an app. And I think we've made it affordable to everyone. It's just about getting the word out there. And that's why I've started reaching out to podcasters, try to get on and talk about what we're offering because no one else is doing it as far as I can see. No one else.
Well, not on this level, because look how cool you got, discoverability. You could integrate audio, video, blog. So I got all of that. So this would be like a wonderful one-stop shop for me because I have to do multiple things. Converting the followers, knowing the analytics. So I'm a big numbers guy. We have people over here. This sounds amazing. Digging the community vibe. So we have people watching and absolutely digging, especially how you're selling it with the community. Because PA Hayden is a perfect customer for you, John. He just opened up a publishing press in the UK, ASAP Comics UK. He's building community. I mean, he's quickly rising in the ranks. I mean, how beneficial would an app like this be to him, John?
Yeah, I mean, the next step after website is really to have your own branded app. Every small, medium-sized business that can afford to is going to want to own that relationship on the mobile channel because, like you said, everyone's got a phone in their pockets, and if you can put your front door into their phones, it's like a newsletter. If you have a newsletter, you got an email list, that's great, that's powerful. But having a user base of your app users is even more powerful because you can do so much more with an app than you can with a newsletter that goes out every once a week or every couple of weeks.
I mean, one of the cool things here, that you said here is right here. You can reach your audience directly by sending and scheduling push notifications. So your fan base, that community base that has the app, will never miss a thing from you, right?
That's right. It's your direct channel. So you control that relationship. You control how often you want to communicate to your listeners. You have that control.
So how's the user interface on the back end for a content creator? How simple is it to use?
So right there, you're right on the screenshot of the back end.
Yeah.
So that as an admin person at the $15 a month tier, you get a login. You can log in, view your app analytics. You can do all your content management right there any content you want to update in the app, you can do right here, and then it goes live within half an hour to the app.
Okay.
No
Oh,
need to
nice.
re-download anything. Content management is done on the fly. And then you can see a preview of the app right there on the right. There's an emulator inside, so you can make changes to the content and preview them in real time
Oh,
before it's
beautiful.
published.
Beautiful. This is how it will look on the phone then. So fiddle with it.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yep.
mess with it. I'm not use the word fiddle because Johnny rang my neck. He told me not to use that word. UKs don't like that word. It's a dirty word. So, okay. So, and can I see this maybe just like a developer on how it will look on different phones, or is this kind of just a standard view?
Yeah, there are two views there. There's like an iPhone view and an Android phone view. It'll look the same.
Got to, because the app is available on both. Yay! Thank you, John. Thank you. I don't hate on Apple, but let me tell you, why the hell everybody does Apple first? Come on, y'all. There's a lot of Android users too. Don't hate on us now.
Yeah, and we'll publish to both for free. We don't charge extra.
Oh, really?
If you want
Nice.
to publish to Apple or Google Play. For Apple, you're going to need your own account, though. We can't publish under our account, so you'll have to make an organization account if you want your app to go on the App Store. Google Play, you can come under our Google Play account, or you can make your own. It's like $25 one-time fee, and then we can publish the app under your own Google developer account.
And do you guys offer the advice or any guidance when we reach that stage? To want to put it on the Android store, for example.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The onboarding we got it down step by step.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm the one who's onboarding.
Oh, really? Okay, so you take care of everybody individually. This is what
I'm doing everything. I'm doing everything.
It's like the I Love Lucy episode with the multiple hats.
That's right.
Awesome. Yeah, but that's great on you, man. Like, again, you've had a journey as an entrepreneur. I mean, I hope you've seen positive growth and learned lessons. I hope you haven't stumbled that much. Even though stumbling, you learn. But how is that? How is that journey? Have you stumbled more than not, or have you just found the journey easy?
Everything is so hard. Everything is so hard. Yeah, like getting one customer is so difficult. Nothing's been easy, but I've learned so much through every step of the way.
Okay.
And even now, like I'm stumbling every single day. I'm stumbling. I'm like, what's the next good idea? I've got to go through all these bad ideas and experiment and fail in order to get to the next idea. And that one may suck too, but that's the journey I'm on. I'm just trying things out, trying to get the word out, trying to serve our customers and grow the business.
Shout out to Mr. Life and Six Element. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. So let's get into the cost, because I'm spreading the gospel. Like, yeah, this is low cost, and I've seen like Mr. Life. This is not is this porn? No, it's not porn. It's actually, you can make your own website. I don't think that they will want to make porn apps. All right, so let's keep that question off the table. But yeah, let's talk about the cost. So what are the differences and why these levels of hobby, business, and then network? Let's start with the hobby at $6.
Hobby, it's the most accessible tier. If you've got content, all different kinds of content, like you said, you've got a YouTube channel, you've got your podcast, if you've got articles, if you've got pages on your website, we can put that all under the same roof. So at the hobby tier, you get that, plus the real-time chat, video chat as well. So you let your listeners talk to each other and talk to you directly. That's all part of the $6 tier.
Oh, say word.
You've got live stream. So yeah, we can plug in a live stream URL there, so you can go live, and it'll be just your live stream will go live right there. So that's the hobby tier. It's basically like a content app. You want to put all your content in one place and give your listeners a way to talk to each other.
Okay.
You can do that on the $6 tier.
So what is on this business level? Because this looks amazing. Holy smokes.
The business tier is everything else. Yeah, business tier, you get everything else. You got the social feed. But primarily, it's the monetization features. So you can sell things inside the app and have your listeners go through a checkout flow all inside the app. So they can see your products. They can buy them.
Right. Look at that. You create royalty rewards. You could create deals, sell directly from Shopify. Okay, so somebody has a question here. Can I pay in Bitcoin? Is that a feature there if somebody wanted? Do we have that option to tell people pay us in Bitcoin?
Not right now. Okay. But it depends. If you've got a product on a website that takes Bitcoin, then we can point to that checkout page, and then they'll just go through that checkout.
So it's a matter of just redirecting. So in a sense, yes, but via redirect.
Redirect, yeah.
Not that the app itself does it. Okay,
that's right.
And Paul is salivating. That's so good. I think you're gonna have a customer here. I think I'm gonna have to connect you guys.
Hope so.
Yeah. Hey, you said getting customers is hard. No, it's not. We got customers right here because he goes. But what if I did want to start a porn agency via the app? Man, I don't think Apple would accept that, right? Or Google.
I don't. Yeah, that would be a bit difficult to get approved by the app stores, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
the
but
next
this
tier
is great. I love it. So what's the network? Yeah, what's
that $30 tier? That's everything in the business. Plus, if you've got multiple podcasts, we can include them all in the app. So that screenshot right there is for the Trek Geeks Podcast Network. They've got a bunch of shows in their network, so we can show each of their shows. They'll click in. Users can click in, see all the episodes, listen to them.
So this is once you click the network icon, for example, you get in and then you see what's under this network, if you will.
Yeah. So right now, that's the actual app. Nice. Well, they've updated it, but right there, they're on the play screen, and you can see all the shows under there. If you want to try any of these apps, if you just click into the Google Play or Apple Podcasts icon at the top, you'll go to the Trek Geeks app. You can try it out. So if you go on Google Play, you can see their app, and you can download it and try it out.
Why not? Let's take some screenshots. So there's that. Looks pretty, man. Support the network. Here we go. And there's some of the teas.
So they got some merch.
And all within the app and connect. So the announcements present. Oh, I like how it looks. Very nice. Very clean. Check that out. And look at this. People are rating this app 5.0. Got 5 stars on that mother. Come on now. It's great. Trek Geeks. Check this out. And it's a great app. And and who did that back end? Yeah, kiddos. The Pod Squad.
If you click into also our podsquad.app developer link, you can see all the other apps we've made for other podcasts. So these are some of our...
Oh, wow. You've kept yourself busy, John. You're being very modest here. It's like I'm getting incredible. Look at this. That's pretty great, Papa. Oh. Entrepreneur, man. Going on. Moving on. I love it.
Yeah, so these are only the ones that publish under our account. Okay. But again, if you want to make your own account, we can publish under your account. So there's nothing about Pod Squad. If you've got it under your own account.
We're not held hostage by you. If we want to be in our own joint, then go ahead. But we have the option and the pleasure of being with you guys if that's the case.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, and which is great. Look at that, folks. I mean, again, you're just going to get a wonderful app, and you're able to run on your own. Nice. So the imagery and everything is up to, of course, the person themselves as well. You're just creating the software.
Yeah. So we're going to be working together. I've got like an onboarding step-by-step process. We'll try to make it as easy as possible. So if you've got a website, which I assume you do, if you're a serious podcaster, I'll be looking at that to draft the app, and then we'll go back and forth to get the features just right and the look and feel of it just right.
Yeah, man. I mean, look at all the communities there and more testimonials, folks. So you could hear these people super easy. The AskFam app. I mean, look at that smile there. They're loving what they got.
Yeah, I think so.
This is awesome. And so, and then the tech support. If anyone has an issue with the application, they just a matter of contacting you. That's you.
Yeah, everything's through Patreon actually. So if you click through like any sign up button, our content, our CRM, our customer relationship manager, I use Patreon.
Okay. So there we are. Okay.
All of our communication is going to be through Patreon. So we try to keep it there, keep it simple.
And these posts here about the particular podcast, so that's something you yourselves also share within your own community to say, hey, we just did these guys and check it out.
Yeah, whenever I post a new app, I try to share it with everyone here, so it's there for the record too. People can come and see what other apps are being published. So you can go there and link and find the links to those apps right there too.
Awesome. This is fantastic. And that's right. That's what's key about the app. Right? Let's help you win more listeners, folks. But how do we do that? I think you guys all need to hit up John, because this looks like a very wonderful app and he's on the money. Engagement is what's key for success, the growth of that community. So yes, sir. I mean, So again, right? So this is where they go, right? They have to go to custom mobile dot app, right? And then of course they can also hit you up at Pod Squad Inc. Now, one of my other questions here is, what is the normal turnaround on an app creation?
So once we get all the requirements in, like I can whip up a draft app in a day. I'm gonna make a draft app today for a new customer I got yesterday, and it depends on the back and forth. If the client is responsive and they give me the information I need, we can be ready in a day or two, and then submitting to the app stores. Each will take about 5 business days. So all in all, it can be live in 2 weeks. I'd say is a reasonable amount of time.
Wow, that's amazing. I love 2 weeks, folks. Again, Paul, I'm gonna connect you. you ASAP needs this application because again he sells comic books and all that and gear. So this seems like a wonderful marriage and creating a community. Oh man, this is great, John.
I mean, the purpose of your content is to sell products, really, right? And it's to build a business. So you got to put the call to action as close to the place they're listening to as possible, and that's what the mobile app helps you do.
Oh man, you have to hit Podfest and every single casting convention. I know you mentioned you were going to maybe speaking at something soon. What's going on?
Yeah, there's something called Pod Work coming up at the end of May. Let me see if I can find a link to it.
Pod Work. Let me find it on my end as well. Isn't that fun, folks? Don't you love technology? We get it. Pod Work. I found a desk.
Pod Work Summit. Yeah, I'll send you the link right now.
Oh, great. You something right there. Let me open that bad boy up. Oh, through Hopin. Great. These are the people that actually bought StreamYard recently. So check it out, folks. If you want to check out, see John and the next presentation, a whole bunch of awesome
this is
podcast speakers.
A conference just about podcast networks, how to join them, how to launch your own. And I think we can make network apps very easily. So that's why I'm going there to talk about that.
This is great, folks. Yes, tickets start at $150. You got events, podcasters, lunch and lounge, a vendor expo, and a peer-to-peer networking, which is great. So if you are serious about podcasting, I mean, all these networks are amazing to take a part in. And how did you even get hooked up with these guys?
I think I saw them mentioned on Pod News, that newsletter.
Okay.
I reached out to them. Yeah, and that's how it began. So they were just starting to promote that a couple of months ago. And they asked me to be a speaker on a panel, so I agreed. And
would that be the first time you're speaking at a panel?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, really? Oh, man, look at that. Getting your cherry popped here. Yeah, man. But guess what? I'm sure everybody in Pod Work, you're going to listen. You're saying, oh, my God, yeah, it's hard to get. After Pod Work and after today, you're going to get custies for sure. Because, again, you're doing a wonderful product at a great cost. I mean, I can't get around the cost, bro. Like, I'm interested. One of my other questions is do you offer it? Does it have to be monthly, or can we do like a yearly sub with you and get something of a discount? Is that an option?
Not right now, just because we're going through Patreon and they don't have that option. Okay. I don't think so. It's we're just trying to keep it simple. We're just going through Patreon.
All right, so I mean that $30 a month one is great because I do have a network. The 15 is right up my alley because that's something that my wife won't cut my stuff off for. Then that'll be another app: how to cut your husband's balls off.
Hey, we've got a 30-day money back guarantee. So
nice, 30 days.
No one's ever taken us up on it. So if you don't like your app for any reason, I'll just refund you your Patreon support. There's no risk at all in just getting started and trying it out. So.
There you go. No risk, 30 days. So is that 30 days from live or 30 days from sign up? Because you said that is about that 2-week gap.
We can do 30 days from live. I'm really flexible. Again, this is it's my business. So, yeah.
There you go. Yeah. See, that's an entrepreneur. Like, okay, I believe in my product. So we could do it from live if you want. But of course, you know what? You're not going to want a refund. Once they get those hits and that community building, who's going to want to stop that? I mean, I myself want an app. I know. I think other people. I think I gotta send a few people your way, brother, that I think are really going to love it. If you don't mind emailing me, maybe if you have a brochure or something other than the website, just a little one sheeter white note, whatever it's called, white paper. Send me one so I can introduce this to all of my colleagues, because I think you're providing a very valuable service at a very, very fair price.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll put something together for you.
Yeah, man. And everybody, please visit John's website. If you're again a serious podcaster, serious vidcaster, serious vlogger, blogger, whatever is up your alley, this is the world of apps, and he's doing it off the hook at a great price. And and connect with him too, right here with the Pod Squad. All right, but most importantly, visit the site, sign up, ask questions. John is an entrepreneur that's ready to go. You heard it here. All right, John. I always like to ask this question before we leave. Are there any pieces of advice that you'd like to share with fellow entrepreneurs, that you've learned from your journey?
Yeah, I mean, just be patient. I think patience is the one thing that I'm always in need of, and it's carried me through. It's a long journey. It's not like I just started working on this a couple of months ago. It's been a journey of 2.5, 3 years.
Oh, wow.
And it's nowhere near finished, right? We're always growing and trying and experimenting, but I wouldn't trade the experience for anything. I'm learning so much through it and got a lot of hope and optimism for the future. So yeah.
I see it, kiddo. I see it, kiddo. You're on your way. Forget about it. It's a wrap, son. Everybody's going to be downloading this awesome app. Who made your app? Yo, you ever heard of this kid named John Lee? Yeah. That's what's going to be happening, bro. You're going to be the app king of our community. I see it, bro.
I hope so. Thanks, Sal. Appreciate it.
No problem, bro. No, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on, taking the time just to share with us, what your work is, how awesome your website is, how affordable it is, folks. Again, so please make sure to visit the website. Let them know Crusaders sent you too, man. Hell yeah, all right? Let them know where you saw it. This is awesome, John. Bless. Continued success and love in your journey, bro. Do it up. Thank you
so much. Bye.
Later, guys. Bye. And everybody, thank you for tuning in. This is Al Meg with another Comic Crusaders podcast. Check us out in a little bit. We're going to have some awesome comic creators. And with that, mucho more.
Thank you. We hope you've enjoyed this Comic Crusaders production. For real-time news on all things pop culture, please feel free to follow us on social media. For articles, original content, merchandise, and more, please go to www.comiccrusaders.com. Also follow along with all of the websites of the Comic Crusaders family. As always, if you like this content, please click like and subscribe to the Comic Crusaders YouTube channel.